Hi guys, welcome back. So today's the day that I have decided to do a get ready with me. I've been meaning to do this for 2 days, but my misery doesn't like company, and I just couldn't come on here and give you those type of vibes. So today I'm feeling a little bit better, and I'm like, yeah, let's get this done. You will see me playing with my hair a lot during this video, and I'm just going to apologize in advance because I can't decide how I prefer it. Like, I don't know if I prefer it like this, giving you full face, or if I'm trying to hide and just put like a little in the front and give a little bit of I don't know what this is, but yeah, so just ignore me. So let's quickly talk through what I've already done. Edges are on swim, baby, and I used this hair wax. My friend's sister put me on this hair wax, and it really just does the job, in all honesty. It lays your edges. And then for my brows, I use this brow pencil by Revolution. It's called XXFine, and I think this is new because I ain't seen this anywhere. I picked this up on Boots Online, and I picked it up in the shade, you guys know I don't really know my shades and stuff. Oh, deep brown. But every time I look at myself, I'm thinking maybe I should have done a medium brown because this is looking a little bit harsh against my skin complexion. Or am I tripping? So I think I need to repurchase in a different shade. So we have a lot to get through today, so let me not ramble on and let's just get into what we're supposed to do and why we are here. Guys, yeah, am I the only one that is absolutely shattered, like mentally? Oh, what am I doing? Give me a second. Mentally drained. 2020 is honestly the gift that keeps on. I look like a wet dog. Oh my goodness. 2020 is the gift that keeps on giving. Just when you think it can't get worse, 2020 is like, no, I'm gonna show you Pepe. That's what 2020 does. And we are now in a lockdown situation. So today, what's today's date? I think today's the 5th of November. And yeah, we were told during the weekend that we're gonna go in lockdown today, and here we are, in all honesty. And a lot of people have kind of been asking me how I feel about it, and I can't even sugarcoat this, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to say this where I don't sound funny. So COVID is definitely one of the worst things to happen in 2020. And I know, in comparison to people who have lost their lives or who are suffering like long-term health conditions as a result of contracting COVID, are most definitely in a worse position than I am. And I am by no means insinuating that in that aspect I am not privileged to, first of all, have not contracted it and to be in good health. Like, I don't ever want to take that away, but I just think from a mental health point of view, I personally feel like this second lockdown is probably going to attack my mental health more so than it did the first one, because I don't know, I think that we went to lockdown and then we just had this period where, like, I wouldn't say things were getting back to normal, but you could kind of like go out and visit your friends, go to restaurants, interact. You can kind of do all those things with like the restriction guidelines and stuff, and that's just been taken away from us. They've just snatched it snatched it back. Funny enough, when I was reading the Daily Mail, and I don't even tell anyone, I would never advise anyone to read it because it's actually one of the most trashiest newspapers ever. But yes, I was reading that newspaper and the headline was "Britain, get back in your box." And I'm like, wow, that's what it really feels like. It just feels like we are being contained again, and this definitely just isn't the right period for this. And I know that this is for the better the better, what am I trying to say? This is for the better judgment, not judgment, babe, that's the wrong word. I know that this is for the benefit of us as an entire society, but a part of me is very, very bummed at the whole situation. Like, I've been experiencing quite a bit of anxiety because I'm just thinking, first of all, I've been working at home since March, and thank you, Jesus, I'm in employment. I'm not complaining about that. But I just think that me being at home at 24/7 and looking basically at my walls is just not a healthy environment for me. I just think it's important to be able to distinguish your work life from your personal life, and when everything starts like merging together and stuff, you just don't stop, really. Like, there's been times where I have worked till like midnight because I can't stop working, and if I stop working, I don't really have that much to do. Do you know what I mean? So working is kind of like a way to pass time and that. And yeah, I'm really sad. I'm so sad about having to be in lockdown again. But yeah, we are where we are with it, and we kind of just need to get by, I guess, right? We need to get by. If I was able to survive the first one, then surely with God's strength, I should be able to like just get past this. But I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard, mate. It's actually going to be hard. So this is a new foundation that I'm trying out. It's a Bobbi Brown one, and I'm still trying to suss out whether or not I like it. I will put like all the shade details and everything down below in the description box. But I'm not really sure right now how I'm feeling about it. I feel like it's got lavender in it, or am I bugging? I feel like it definitely has lavender in it. So yeah, we are. What was I saying? I'm losing track. We are where we are, and yeah, God just is gonna have to guide and direct me through this season, because I don't know what else to say and I don't know what else to do. It just seems like we don't catch a break. No, I'm actually vexed, you know. I'm vexed. It seems like we don't catch a break. We've gone from lockdown, you know, then the whole Black Lives Matter thing happened. Then after that happened, we have End SARS. I'm Nigerian, so boy, that again crushed my spirit. As in, my spirit just keeps on being crushed. And when you think it can't be crushed any better, someone just comes and crushes it. And yeah, End SARS, because honestly, I don't understand how any of that could be happening. You know, torturing, raping, abusing, discriminating, like profiling all the like these young people, stealing from them. It's like, what is this? Like, what actually is going on? I'm so confused. Like, every day I've just become more confused about what the hell is going on, brother. So yeah, I'm just vexing it. I'm laughing, but honestly, I'm just over it. I'm over it because I just feel like, as I was saying, we never really catch a break, and I don't get why. So let me just calm myself down and just get back to what I'm doing. So yeah, thinking about SARS, yeah, it's just really pissed me off all over again. But lockdown aside, I am still trying to maintain like a positive mindset, because I think it's really important to change my mindset so I can cope in the environment that I'm in. Because I can sulk and complain all I want. The fact of the matter is I have to stay in my house. So I kind of need to get myself in this place where I'm finding better coping mechanisms in order to cope with whatever this life is called, kind of thing. I can't even believe. Anyway, into it. I haven't left the country since February. Brother. But yeah. So I'm just going to try and like, obviously make sure that I am on point when it comes to my faith and talking to God and stuff like that, because I cannot do life without him. I can't. So I need, this is not the concealer I want. Sorry, 1 second guys. Oh, here it's falling on the floor. What was I saying? God. God is what is going to get me through this. Discipline is also what is going to get me through this. Waking up on time. And do you know what's worse? Yeah, sorry, I'm going back to this lockdown thing. Do you know what's really worse? Obviously the clocks went backwards, so it gets darker earlier. And I'm the kind of person, like, the weather somewhat affects my mood. Like when it's dark and rainy, you know, you just feel a little bit like, it's called SAD or something like that. And as opposed to like when we're on a lockdown in the summer, at least you could like see the sun shining and you could rely on the sun to kind of like lift your mood. What is it now? Because now it gets dark by 4 o'clock, and that just makes me feel like I'm even more trapped, and it's just, yeah, it's just a long thing. I'm gonna get through it. However I do that is however I do it, but yeah, I'm gonna get through it. But moving swiftly on, because I really don't want to be ranting about a pandemic, I just want to tell you guys about some of the, like, you really need to be careful in this life. You really need to be careful. So I booked a, I'm losing my train of thought. I had a reservation for a restaurant. I'm actually not going to bait up the restaurant, because when I actually spoke to them in person, they were quite apologetic about the situation, and like some of it is kind of within their control as well. So I had a reservation at a restaurant, and I got a call from that restaurant, and basically the woman was calling to warn me that there is a scam going on, and basically there is someone who is calling up customers on behalf of this company, pretending to be them and asking for their credit card details. And I was in the middle of doing a very time sensitive piece of work, so I really wasn't concentrating on what she was saying. I really just wanted her off my phone. I was like, I really kind of need you to hurry up and say what you need to say, kind of thing. Not necessarily, don't watch my nails, I had to get them taken off. Not necessarily like, I just wasn't in the right frame of mind necessarily to have that phone conversation. 2 twos now, some hours later, I get a phone call, and it's from someone pretending to be someone who works at this said restaurant. And they were like, oh, I'm calling from so-and-so, I just want to confirm your reservation, kind of thing. So I purposely, because obviously I'd been warned before, I purposely made a decision not to like say anything. So the person was like, hi, etc. I didn't say anything, and eventually I just hung up. They called again, and this time I decided to speak, and they were like, yeah, you know, just want to confirm your reservation. And I was just like, it's already been confirmed. I wasn't even given a time of day, because I just think, who are you? Like, why are you doing this kind of thing? So I was like, no, I don't really need anyone to confirm anything for me, to be honest, because, yeah, like, someone's already confirmed it. And then the person was like, oh, who confirmed it? And at that point in time, I feel like they knew already that I probably knew what they were doing, because there was a little bit of attitude. And I'm just like, well, someone from, oops. So I was just like, yeah, someone from said restaurant has already called me in regards to my reservation. I kid you not, the person started laughing and then hung up the phone. And you know what, yeah, I sat there and I was like, again, what actually is going on in life? People are scamming. People are scamming during a whole pandemic, when unemployment is high, when people are struggling. There are people who are trying to take money from innocent people. What I'm so perplexed at the whole thing, and it makes me really, really sad because, you know, I can't justify theft and scamming people. Like, what is that? Asking for people's credit card details to steal money from them via a restaurant. What is actually going on? And I 110% know that some people would have given their details, because you do get some restaurants who call you and basically say that, you know, in order to confirm your reservation, because they're fully booked, etc., etc., do you mind, you know, providing your credit card details and basically putting in a bank deposit, because, you know, they've got like high customer, like not queries, they just got, it's busy basically, and they just want to make sure that people are not wasting their time and potential profit that they might make from those customers. So that happened, yeah, and it just makes me think, what else are people doing out there to defraud innocent people of their money? It really does concern me, in all honesty. So yeah, that's something interesting. I look like a whole ass mess, you know, and I'm trying to get into the habit of using a brush rather than, of using a brush rather than a beauty blender, because obviously a beauty blender sucks up a lot of product. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know if I have the time for this today. So anyway, my message is, be very, very careful. Be very, very suspicious, because people are finding different ways to steal money from people. So that was one of the warnings I wanted to give you. And that's the first time that's actually happened, but we cannot guarantee that this will be the last, because people are very, very desperate out here to take what they're not entitled to. So yeah, that's that. I am not gonna lie to you guys, this is just vibes, no organization, just vibes, because I don't even know what I want to talk about. I just know that I want to talk. I have no clue what I want to talk about. But what I actually know, can we talk about Wizkid's album, please? Like, it came out the other day, and his album, his album is very much good vibes. That's the best way to say it. I really like the fact that I listened to the album and his voice seems to be like the center focus, if that makes sense. And the music, the beat, the melody, everything else, like the instrumental seems to be like in the background. And I really like that, because when it comes to like Afrobeat music and music very much within that genre, sometimes it can be really loud, and don't get me wrong, like I love it. Like I think that it needs to be loud. You know, you've got the heavy drums and stuff like this, but there's something about this album, especially like the song, like, you know, those three songs, the first 3 songs in the album and the last 3 songs in the album as well. The whole album, generally speaking though, is very soft and mellow. Like, it's not loud whatsoever, and I'm really, really enjoying it, because I think that it's really good to have something different. Like, it's not every day like shouting on a track and screaming and stuff. Sometimes it's just vibes, just very much like good vibes. So that is something that actually has been keeping me going. Music is something that has really helped me. I don't know about you guys during this time. I love listening to music, all sorts of music, from gospel to R&B to soul, and there was like a very much like a jazzy kind of theme going on. I think I said it already, mellow. It was just screaming good vibes to me. Like, that kind of album is the album you listen to on holiday to the Maldives with Bang, or when you just want to chill with your friends and just feel good. And I really think that is what we needed. The album he produced is the album that we really needed. Do you know what? I'm finding it very, very difficult to blend. This foundation, right, I feel like it's a little bit sticky. I don't know. and it's meant to be a skin finish, but I'm very much getting a little bit of like matte here. I'm just gonna see if I can like really blend it through. So yeah, in summary, I'm really enjoying the Wizkid's album. I'm actually also really enjoying Bryson Tiller's album as well. It's a little bit, I would say it's marinated now, you know, it's not really a newbie, but it's not trap soul, and I think I wasn't really expecting trap soul. I wanted something different, and that's what he gave. So enjoying that. What other songs have I been listening to? Stefflon Don, Can't Let You Go. My girl is a Yoruba babe. Through and through, she's a Yoruba babe because the way everything was just flowing out of her mouth, you would never know. Like, if you didn't know what she looked like, and if you didn't know that she was like she's Jamaican, you wouldn't know. She was like, Kilode, baby, and not be on more day, baby. Oi, 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 and oi. It just rolled off her tongue so fluidly, and I was like, you can actually speak better Yoruba than me. Like, sis. Nah, that song is really, really catchy, and it's different. It's different from what like she normally sings about, and it also kind of just shows, I think I'm done blending, what do you guys think? I think it kind of shows how diverse she is as well. Burna Boy definitely had some sort of contribution to that, because sis is speaking Yoruba. Sis is speaking Yoruba, and she's speaking it quite well. You need to give props when it's due. So also thoroughly enjoying that. I'm enjoying Young Blue, I think that's what his name is, but he has a song featuring Drake called Your Mind Still, and I like that song as well. How does it go? Dun, 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 dun. I can't think it on me cause your mind still. I'm enjoying that one as well. You can tell that singing is not my forte. So I really do like Drake's verse on that song. He says one thing which really made me LOL, and I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm going with this. He goes, basically, he took a girl to the club, and the girl that he took to the club, she hugged someone, and he knows those type of hugs. Those are the hugs that you give someone that you've slept with prior. I'm not explaining it right. You need to go and listen to the song. Go and listen to the song and listen to what he says. And I really just love that about Drake. Like, he didn't even say anything grand. It's just very relatable. Not to me, oh, not me. But I'm pretty sure what he's explained is probably things that a lot of people have thought, and he just says it and puts it to a song, and then yeah. So I really like that song. I really like his other song, Unappreciated. Really enjoy that one as well. And up until he done his feature with Drake, I'm not going to sit here and lie, I had no idea who he was. But you know when Drake comes into your song, like, pay attention to who that artist is. So those are a few of the songs that I'm currently enjoying now. Songs, albums, mixture, match, tomato, each to your own. But you know what I mean. I'm really enjoying that, and I think it just takes your focus away from life. I think music is very good at taking your focus away from life, and you can just vibe, close your eyes, and just be in your own zone when you listen to good music. So that's that. Whew, I wonder how long this is going to be, because I don't even think multitasking is my bag at all. I'm scared. Don't ask me why. Should we do the chin? Let's do the jaw. I can't get on you. Do you know what, right? You see the Fenty Beauty contour sticks, yeah? Honestly, I'm very much willing to say that they're the best I've used. Not like I've used that many. But I really love how it just like, can you see how it just melts onto the skin? Like, look at that. It literally just sits and melts into the skin, and I really love makeup products that do that, where you're not like basically attacking your face for it to blend in. It really just sits in quite naturally. So if you haven't tried it by now, you might. Look at this jaw though. Sis, are you Johnny Bravo? I'm gonna tuck it in and get going. Get going. I had to fast forward that because I feel like I take quite a while to blend in my contour, and I didn't really have anything to say to you guys in all honesty, so I just fast forwarded that. But I think I'm basically on my way to being done with the contour. So how are we looking, babes? How are we looking? I think I'm just gonna fling that thing back there still. It makes such a difference to your face. I'm so glad that I started contouring. I only started this year, to be fair. Or was it last year? Maybe end of last year I started contouring. Yeah. Woo! So what have we got to do next? I'm really trying to figure out if I like this foundation, you know. What do you guys think? Do I look matte? Like, does my face look dry? Because if my face looks dry, that's not the vibe. Please let me know. I like not a dewy look, I like a satin look. I like something that just melts on the skin. I don't like something that is where they look like I need to dash water on my face because my face is just so like tight and dry. And that's what matte does. This Bobbi Brown foundation is the skin finish one. So I'm not even actually quite clear on what the finish is, but this is definitely not satin finish. No way, it's not a satin finish. So I think it's either semi-matte or matte. I'm not sure, probably should do my research. Anyway, let's get into, what am I doing next? I don't even know. I don't know. So, I've decided to very, very quickly go in with a beauty sponge just for extra security to ensure, you know, that everything is blended how we want it to be, because I'm quite I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite fearful of looking like an unblended mess. So I just want to make sure that that is not the situation around here. But I don't even know what I was saying before, but it's just come to my mind now that despite how challenging this year has been, and you know, everything that this year has not been for some of us, it would definitely be unfair to say that nothing good has come from this year. Nothing good has come from COVID. Just want to be absolutely clear about that. But generally speaking, I think for me, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself, a lot about other people. One of the key things that I've learned is that I can't do everything on my own. I am a very independent person. I generally struggle to ask for help. And I've just realized, for my own sanity, I can't carry everything on these two shoulders. I am literally only one person, and there's only so much I can do on my own. I need support. Is important, do you know what I mean? And I think I'm acknowledging it more so now than I ever have been before. I don't know, I just, when I think about the reasons why I don't really like asking for help is because I don't like people saying to me, I done this for you, in a way that is distasteful. I don't like that. I really don't like people using that against me. It really upsets me. So I try not to ask for anything for anybody because I don't want that on my shoulders. Also because I don't ever want to feel like I'm a burden. I think that is always at the forefront of my mind. And it's weird because I don't mind people asking me for help. I don't mind supporting people. It doesn't really bother me, and I myself don't feel like a burden. So maybe I kind of need to apply the same logic that I have to other people to myself in like certain situations, because it's just, I don't think it's healthy to try and carry everything on your own shoulders. I just think it results in frustration, if that makes sense. And when you're frustrated, it's just not nice. Being frustrated is just not a nice thing, innit? Like, it just makes you feel like you are not moving forward, you're not progressing and stuff like that. So that's one of the like most important learnings for me that has come from this, that it's okay that I can't do everything on my shoulders. Like, it's okay that I can't do all of these things on my own. It's okay to ask for help. And if anyone is like that as well, I'm letting you know, asking for help is fine. I just think it's being careful about the characters you are asking for help for, in all honesty, is what I would say about that. Another thing that's actually come from this year is just how much like I'm in bondage with fear due to the level of uncertainty that's about now. Just like not being able to get out there, not being able to see past the current situation, struggling to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's been quite difficult. And also when your faith is now like wavering, as in when your mental health is, you know, going up and down and all over the place, it's just easier to become such a fearful person. And it's something that I've definitely been seeing more from myself, and it's something I'm trying to overcome, and I probably will do by the grace of God and that. And I think it's so important to kind of like recognize, you know, where you need to grow and what your learning needs to be. And there's definitely been a lot of learning this year from a personal point of view and also a professional point of view as well. I mean, I've been going to quite a few like seminars that we've been hosting, like my company's been hosting, should I say. And I recently just completed a 4-series self-development session, and it probably, going on that session, I feel like my lips lit mad dry. Give me 1 second. Being part of that session has definitely been quite helpful. It was a session about being your best brave self, and it centered around, you know, women generally not being as confident as men, not having the same risk appetite, you know, that kind of window. And I honestly like learned a lot. I think one of the key things that I learned is that confidence is not necessarily to do with like self-esteem. Confidence is about turning your thoughts into action and kind of like not being fearful of like failing and stuff. Like, if you fail, okay, what's the big deal? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that you can do after you fail. You can either get back up and try again, you know, revisit your technique. And sometimes a lot of learning comes from failing, oddly enough. So no, it was a really, really good session, and it's just made me really want to explore this element of fear, you know, that I was talking about before, and just progressing forward and doing what I know I can do, and having that self-belief that this is what I can do, and therefore I'm just going to go for it, you know, like, and not thinking too much and overthinking about what if. Okay, what if, babe? What if? It may not, it may, but at least take the risk, you know what I'm saying, babe? So yeah, no, definitely would be unfair for me to paint this year as being all bad. It's been very, very challenging, but I've learned some stuff, and I hope that you guys have been able to also learn some stuff too. We are nearly at the end of this, so what do I need to do now? I've almost forgotten my makeup routine because I just don't do makeup that often anymore. Set, mascara, those are the two things. Do I even have mascara here? I don't have mascara, so maybe we won't be doing mascara today. That's so fucking annoying, man. Okay, fine. Wait, where? I've really lost the plot right now. So basically, I ain't taking this off. That powder that I spilled all over this floor is really upsetting me. Like, I'm just looking, like, this is £32 worth of powder that I've just dashed to the floor. Anyway, I hope that, like, we can all get through this second lockdown. I actually have confidence that we will all get through this lockdown by God's grace, and I also have confidence that this too shall pass. Like, this is not going to be our forever, God forbid. I don't know what the new normal will be, but I just hope that we won't continue over the next like year and a bit be going in and out of lockdown, because it just doesn't really seem like a healthy environment. We're tired. We are sorry for whoever we've offended. Do you know what I mean? Right. So we have finally come to the end. I absolutely love this setting spray. I absolutely love this setting spray by Charlotte Tilbury. And also, everything is definitely going to be down below, but can we just look at my eyelashes? This mascara will transform your eyelashes. Take that from me. We aren't done. I said we were done, but we aren't. We aren't done. I need to put a little bit of, can I even be bothered? I need to put a little bit of lip gloss on, so this is it. And yeah, let's just quickly do this. We are now finally officially done. Thank you guys, honestly, so much for sticking with me and my madness. Actually, God forbid I'm not mad.